Let's go.
Well, Mark said that he wants, or that he was talking to the landlord and the landlord wants to come, but she's adamant that she wants to come today.
I spoke to the landlord yesterday and she said that she never spoke to Mark at all. And I was wondering, how did Mark find out I was private renting? That's invasion of privacy.
Well, I don't know, look, that's it. She was down there yesterday now with one of the lads that she was talking about. It was yesterday evening. No, this would have been yesterday evening, he would be talking about.
Yeah, but under the Bunreacht na Héireann Constitution, whether you're renting or a mortgage,
Look, I don't
this
know,
is a dwelling, a private dwelling. It's forcibly entering a dwelling.
Well, that's I don't know, just ring your landlord, just sort of, you know what I mean? I don't want to be up here digging a hole, fighting an argument with you, you know what I mean? That's not...
Can I ask, were you one of the boys that was contracted down to Shell? Because one of the other boys was telling me he was.
What are you doing?
Your man from Galway was telling me that they were contracted down to Shell and that he refused to. Why can't you refuse to come in here and do this?
It's not, look, we're just doing the job, we're just getting paid a wage for doing this thing.
Yeah, but when you know it's illegal, why would you do it?
Sure, it's not illegal.
It is. It's coming in and digging a hole in someone's ground with no contract. That's illegal.
Look,
You're trespassing the amount of laws that have been broken just by coming into the estate. And you know it.
Sure, like, if the laws broken, we'd be locked up. Do you know what I mean? Or there'd be something, like, seriously, like. Do you know
Yeah.
like, we're at now from last year. Do you know what I mean?
And why not? Because you have boys on the payroll.
Look,
Who's your boss?
my boss is Mark Watts, he'd be our agent.
And who's his boss?
Well, you have to go and see him about that, you know what I mean? Like, whoever's over him or regional managers, contract managers, and...
We asked G for copies of everything, all the legal permits and everything. You refused them, point blank.
I didn't refuse any of that. Like, I have an ID card, and that's all I would like to show. Like, unless it's a health and safety officer or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what I have. I can't get no one here. All the lads here that work on this site under me have all ID cards. And that's what they're obliged to show you.
Have you asked your boss, is there such a thing as a contract?
What do you mean?
Our contract, my contract with your boss.
Look, we're just here to put in the meters, and that's it.
Right, but if you were told that you were performing an illegal act, a criminal act that you could go to court for and be prosecuted for,
Well, look, that's... You know what I mean?
you're willingly coming in to do a criminal act.
That's what I'm saying. Look, this is what I don't want to be doing. Look, you know what I mean?
You don't want to be willfully, intentionally committing a crime.
No.
Well, then you are by
Look,
coming
you're
in
putting
here.
words in my mouth. All I'm saying to you is just... Mark Walsh was talking to your landlord yesterday, something like that. And he said, I rang him when your chap was out here with me. I rang Mark Walsh. I said, were you talking to him? He said, yeah, I was talking to him yesterday. And,
That's invasion of privacy. How would he feel if I found out where he lived and where he was renting?
The housing estate said to one of the lads yesterday that basically the landlord wanted this done.
Yeah, but even if the landlord did say, yeah, we still have rights, we can still refuse it.
That's what I'm saying. But that's not for me and you to be arguing about. That's for you and your landlord. Do you know what I mean?
I spoke to my landlord last night and she supports me cause.
What's that?
She knows what I'm standing up against.
I know, but like...
She told me she didn't speak to any Mark contractor. She didn't speak to any Mark, nobody.
Yes, she had to export them. Like,
She was in work yesterday. I called over to her yesterday evening and I asked her.
Well, this was about 4 o'clock. I'd say roughly in around 4
Well, this was late yesterday evening. After around 6 o'clock, I went across to her. She's only after coming in from work and I asked her.
Does she have a silver car, does she?
No, she's a blue car.
Maybe. I seen a woman down there with the boys yesterday. Maybe she didn't have a silver car, but she was on the other gang that was in here as well. She was talking on his phone to someone, and your man said that she'd have to talk to me tomorrow, but I don't want that.
No, I spoke to Lorraine and she said that she was in work all day yesterday. She drives a blue car and she never spoke to any contractor. She never seen any of them, and the husband Tig never seen anybody either. Never spoke to no one. Well, he's able to force his way in and break laws. I'm not going to believe what comes out of his mouth. No, you got the guards on your side and you rang the guards first.
Well, look, we're here to do the job, that's it.
You're here to commit a crime, willful intention, to dig ground without a contract.
Don't agree with
Well, a court, a judge.
Foot soldiers.
I know, I understand.
that. Yeah, but we were doing this the last year. In all fairness, like, if we were breaking that many laws, surely there'd be someone locked up before.
Was Hitler locked up?
Well, like what?
Genocide?
You can't-
No,
you
in
can't-
fairness,
you
if you're
can't.
poisoning people,
I
it's
was
going to
reading
kill
that on
them.
the internet the other night, and it's like, come on. Like, they said that we were like Nazis. That when they were asked, why did you kill
Not
all
ye,
them?
the
No,
head
but that's what I
boys.
said. No, but it's not
Well,
only
I
the head
don't.
boys.
No, it's the head boys who are
Yeah, but
making
that's what I
people
said
do
to you
this.
The other day as well. I said that the likes of Mark Walsh and all them lads, like they have orders as well. Like they're
Yeah, where do their orders come
That's
from?
what I'm saying. Like it's not. Up to
But
the
you,
court,
as a
should-
citizen with moral rights and children and family, should ask them,
Exactly. Children and
where are
families
these
and
orders
mortgages.
coming from?
Like that's like we have to pay these things. Do you know
Yeah,
what I
but
mean?
would you rather earn an honest living than going around knowing in 10 years'
No,
time you're going to be poisoning people?
That's insane.
This is what happened with Shell. It's the exact same thing. It's like it's water.
I don't know anything about Shell, and that's been honest with you, so I don't really even saying it. But what you're saying now, I don't agree with it. And honestly, we're up to fucking.
So everyone has a voice.
We're up.
But you're
all
putting
over
in
the
something
morning,
that's
going
killing
home.
people.
Come on, no, seriously.
Have you checked the levels of the water? I asked David Walsh for a copy with how much chlorine, aluminium, fluoride was in the water, and he refused to give it to me.
Look, I don't know that. I don't.
If you had a product, if you came to my door with something and you knew it was legit and it was safe, and someone asked you, well, can I just see the records for that, just to see what's in it, you'd have no bother handing it over because you'd know it was safe.
I know,
You'd
yeah,
give it to
I
the
know what
people.
you're saying, yeah, I know what you're saying, but that's what I'm saying. Like that's like I don't know. Like that's not for me.
If you
I
didn't
don't-
sign a
that's not- I
contract with
can't
somebody
do it.
and they forced their way onto your land, into your house, what would you do? You'd ring the guards. If you were with one company and another company forced you to take one of their products and said you're going to pay me and in a year's time I'm going to raise the price, what would you do?
That's like this. I know
Well,
it's
this is what
against
we're
it.
doing.
Like,
You're
it's
going
not-
against it, you're not because you're working for them.
Yeah, but I'm working for them for the length of time that the work is there. Do you know what I mean? It's not like
Right, your job dries up and you go home and you're drinking the same water as we are and you start to turn on your tap like us and the brown muck comes out. Are you going to drink it? What are you going to do? And then you have to look at yourself in the mirror at night knowing, just I'm after putting in them meters into every one of them. No, that's the harsh reality of it.
no, like I'm never going to look in the mirror and say, oh Jesus, like I'm
I put in them meters, I helped them do that.
Yeah, and it'll be like
That's an accessory. If somebody comes up here and murders an innocent person there on the side of the road and I stand by and watch and the guards come, I'm done for an accessory.
yeah, but that's like,
Aiding
if
and
you
abetting.
have bad water in your house, well, then you bring it to the council or whatever.
We are caught, it's a loophole between the council, Irish Water, Murphy, Balfour Beatty, the Gardaí, they're all in it together. They all help each other and they have ye as foot soldiers down doing the dirty work, and when it goes to court when people are sick of it and say, hold on now, I'm not drinking this poison. This fella came in onto my land illegally and put in a meter, a surveillance meter. It's not Dennis O'Brien who's going to go to court. It's the poor and fortunate workers. So that's when it's their responsibility. It's their responsibility to stand up and say, hold on now for a minute, if you're my boss, it's your job to make sure I'm not breaking the law. Where's the contract?
That's it, like, look at that's it.
You have a right to stand up too.
Yeah,
At
but
the end of the day, this is your country too. We are all in it together. We all have to drink the one water.
if we don't do it, someone else does. If they don't do it, someone else
No,
does.
nobody else will do it if we all come together and stand up.
Yeah, but it's not all.
It's not going to stand up when you're sitting in a van.
It's going to be on the other ways.
No, it's not going to be done.
It is. Like,
It is when people have that defeated attitude and say, well, do you know what, we'll bow down, we'll let the government in to do
At
it.
the end of the day, it is like, because there's some people want it, some people don't want it.
Because those people aren't educated enough to know what's in it. We weren't told, we weren't given a choice. They were forced to take it. If a Sky man came to your door and says, here's my dish, you're taking it and you're going to pay for it. Whether you watch it or not. And even if you don't even turn on Sky, you're going to be charged.
Yeah, but
What would you
that's-
do?
yeah,
You'd
but
ring the
that's-
guards and get them
yeah,
taken off your
but
property.
that's not-
But the guards don't come and help
But
us.
that's it, but, like we're putting them in. There's other people sending out the bids. Like your
Yeah,
problem is
but
with
if
the
ye
bids,
stood up to the guys and said, hold on now, that's illegal, that woman has no contract, I'm not putting that in there. Like you stood out there and you stood up to your boss and you said to him, I'm not driving into the estate because I'm not going to drive over that person. Well, I'm not going to stand in that person's house and put in that meter when they have no contract, because at the end of the day it's going to fall back on me. You have a voice, you have a choice, but you're not choosing to help us.
No, come on. Like, seriously.
That's what it all boils down to. When it goes to court, there's no contract.
I don't agree with what you're saying. And that's what I'm straight up with you. Like, I think, like, you're just putting in the boxes for first sergeant, for gobshites, whatever you like to call it. Like, what?
Right, but when someone tells you that you are committing a crime and they explain it to you.
Then just, go out and stand on my own one at my own house when they're coming out to do whatever it is.
Come out and help the rest of the country who are trying to stand up.
Really, come on. It's not, I'll tell you what's going to happen. People are going to, like, get into hassle over it. Like your man over there hitting the Irish water.
No, the Irish water fella hit the other lad. The guards came and removed him off site. He has not been back on site.
I don't know, but it's like that. It's just hassle for everyone. You know what I mean?
Right, so
like
what? We just bow down, don't take the hassle and just accept being poisoned and pay for it. Accept a surveillance meter in our houses, invasion of privacy.
Surveillance meter.
That's what's on them. Have you even looked into what's actually in them?
Look, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, why should I be here? Like
Exactly, you shouldn't be here. This is breaking the law.
Sitting here the last 15 minutes.
But this is your choice.
No, but I'm just trying to say to you, look, that we were told to do it. The landlord.
Yeah, you were told to do it. So do you bow down? If someone told you to run and jump off a cliff, would you do it?
The owner of the house wants it done.
I spoke to the owner. She didn't. This is more of the bully boy tactics.
Ah, come on.
It is so.
I'm
That lad has fed us nothing but lies and bullshit.
I'm the site foreman over the boys down there. I could have come up there, got the boys to dig the hole, and there's not. Like,
And then I would have had to take you to court.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But I had the decency to come up there and let you know what's going on instead of just.
Well, then why
writing
don't you
up
have the
there.
decency and respect my rights? That I don't want a meter. That I don't want to be poisoned.
Yeah, but like.
I don't want my children growing up with defects due to the water that we're breathing or drinking.
Yeah, but the water's going in there anyway. It's the same water. It's not. It's the same. It's the same.
No, it's not if you do your homework.
Hello. What's the story? Yeah, I have it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just up here at this number 23 seeing what the practice, so I just have to fly over and get the pump off. Down there. Yeah, there's one there that the boys done yesterday and this yesterday at 62. Yeah, we probably had no, they want that one. Right? Like, that's another thing as well. Like, do you know, like, you took pictures yesterday of private fields, cars, whatever, and put them on Facebook.
And how do you know that?
Well, do you know
My
what
page
it's
is
for?
private.
Well,
So who's invading my privacy on my page?
it's on Facebook. Like, you can't.
My page is private. And only my friends can see my posts. So who
Well,
is invading my privacy? No.
Yeah, so, look, I don't want to be arguing with you, seriously. I don't. I come up here out of decency for you to ask you or let you know what's going on, because you're not going to arrive up here in 20 minutes.
Right, well then out of decency, respect me wishes. I don't want to be poisoned. I didn't sign a contract. I don't want a meter. Thanks very much.
Yeah, but, like, what do you want me to do then? Go get Mark wants to ring the landlord back and then argue and fight?
They can do what he wants. When it comes down to it, he doesn't have a contract. He cannot make me buy a product off him that I don't want to buy. If UPC came and demanded I buy a product off of them, I tell them to politely fuck off. If they came back instead harassing me, I would ring the guards for harassment. If they came onto my property, I would do them for trespassing. The same goes for another private company who comes in and tries to force me to buy a product that I don't want, that is not safe.
Yeah, but look,
I haven't a contract signed with them. I am not, by law, obliged to allow any person to come in and make me take a product off them that I don't want. I don't have a contract.
yeah, but I don't know. Like, look, I don't know.
Look it up.
Well, sir, I'm not looking at nothing. I'm just like, there's no point in me looking at it.
Right, well that's your choice. You're completely entitled to it. My choice is I don't want to buy a product. I haven't signed a contract. Don't force me. Don't harass me. Don't trespass. And don't take away any of my rights or my dignity.
So, well, I'll just let me ring my watch.
This is harassment. I'd like you to leave. I have jobs to do.
That's no bother.
I have children to look after.
I'd say the landlord wants the plan anyway, so
Okay.
that's it.
Thank you. What date is it? That was Lee, site foreman. Today is the 10th of June 2014, and that was our conversation.